So I'm working on a report today for a client that has multiple locations, and I keep thinking about the disconnect that happens between the locations and the marketing team at corporate. You've got this corporate team that's in some office in the middle of nowhere, and then you've got all these locations and managers that are working at these locations, not really understanding how important something such as a review or a rating is on a business. I'm doing this report and I'm comparing up businesses that are really successful, that have tons of really great reviews and awesome ratings, probably getting clicked on more than competitors are. And you've got this big brand, the bigger they are, it seems like the smaller the stars get, that don't realize that they're getting business from people who are searching Yelp and searching Google and searching ChatGPT, and they're basically saying, "Hey, find me a restaurant, nearby that has good food or good service, or find me a place that's open now." And they see these star ratings and they're like, "Whoa, I don't know if I want to go to this one." And then you go into the location, and the person behind the counter has no idea that their attitude, that how they're treating you, the welcoming nature of the people who are there on staff is immediately going to go right after the person's visit to the internet, and the internet is going to see it. They don't realize that every single person they touch is a possible negative review or a positive review that'll play into the ratings and the click-through rates that happen in Google Maps and in Google Web Search and Yelp listings and everywhere else. And it's just fascinating to me because I put all these guides together for our clients. I have this one pager where I say, basically, here's what corporate does for you. We manage your data in business databases and directories, or with a third party like a Yext or a Rio SEO or a Bright Local or whatever. We take care of your local pages, and they're optimized for Google, and they've got great keyword-rich content, and they're indexable and accessible by search engines and GPTs and so forth. We've got intent pages set up for you for each of those takeout and delivery and specialties that we offer, and after hours, and so on and so forth. We also take care of reputation management in terms of making sure that we can auto reply to 5-star reviews with, "Hey, thanks for leaving us a great review." But the second section here's things not to do. Don't create rogue websites. Don't respond negatively to reviews, or be retaliate to negative reviews and things like that. Don't listen to Joe Schmo, local SEO guy who walks in and says, "I can get you ranked in Google," when corporate's already handling that. Then there's this massive section at the bottom with columns for things like checking for directions for accuracy, and having employees use the Google Maps app to come into the location. It's a good thing to use for traffic anyway, and it just shows activity and that things are happening for that location. It's reminding customers that if you had a great experience, we'd love to get your feedback. By the way, today, if you have an experience that was less than what you had hoped for, please let me know so that I can talk to my manager about how we can make it better for you next time. That's the kind of attitude we need to have. And unfortunately, some of the folks that are working in these restaurants, some of them don't pay as well as the mom and pops do, hate their jobs, and they're miserable. And asking them to do something like be really nice to customers and ask them to give you negative feedback is just never going to happen. I mean, some of them are minimum wage. They're miserable. And so what's happening is there's this velocity impact, right? And over time, you've got all these people leaving 3.5-star reviews. And to try to fix that after years of getting those by getting positive reviews is going to take forever because of the way the math works on it. So I wish I had a better way to communicate, aside from this one pager we send out to the locations trying to give them tips to get them to realize that every single action they take, every single person that they come in touch with is going to affect future potential customers wanting to come visit. And they wonder why sales are down. They think, geez, is it operational? Is there something wrong? Is it our food? What's going on that we're just not getting any customers? You're not getting customers because the reviews that you're getting suck. And you don't have the mindset to know that person. I know you're busy. You're the one person running things right now because you're down staff and you're frustrated. And the person that's in line over there keeps looking at you like, "Why aren't you talking to me?" But you're pouring drinks and you're trying to do a million things. You gotta get some training in place to develop a way to say, Ma'am, thank you so much for waiting. I'm just pouring a couple of drinks over here. I'll be right with you. I'm just downstaffed, right? Communicate, talk to them. Don't just leave them standing there in awkwardness, because as they stand there, they're taking their phones out and they're saying some stuff about you. I guarantee it. So you have to, if you're going to be successful as a business, you have to have every single representative that's client facing talk to your clients like they're the most important person in the world. And I know that's not the way the world used to be. That you could walk into a diner and the waitress can give you crap and it's normal and it's okay and you just laugh at it. It's 2026. Everybody is glued to their phones. You have to have a different mindset. You have to have almost a Disney mindset. At Disney, every guest is treated like they're the most important thing in the world. They'll come up to you and they'll smile, even though in the back of the mind they're probably calling you crazy and saying all sorts of mean things about you. When you see them, you'll never know that. All you'll know is that you were treated as somebody who was important beyond the depth of what we would have 20 years ago. So for those multi-location brands that are watching this video, and I know a few of you follow me, one thing I would try to do once a month is to send a reminder of just how important their behavior toward customers plays into our visibility in search and the likelihood that someone is going to choose us in Google, in ChatGPT, in Perplexity, in Grok, in Meta AI, in Facebook, in TikTok, in Instagram, in all the different places, in Gemini, of course, that they're using the internet to find things, that we want to be selected. And the only way we're going to be selected is if we've got a better reputation than our competitors. And I can't iterate it more, and how important this is. But every month, just give them that reminder. Hey, by the way, the velocity and the quality of our reviews is going up or down. Our competition is likely getting our traffic because theirs is up. So, but we have to be careful. We don't want to incentivize our customers. We don't want to bribe them to leave reviews. That violates all the Yelp and Google business policies. So we got to be careful in how we're articulating to our clients the importance of them sharing their feedback online. And we have to do it in a way that is in alignment with those guidelines. And by the way, more than ever now, it's not just Google and Yelp, it's Reddit, it's TripAdvisor. These are being cited in all these different LLMs. So let's figure out ways, whether we're wearing a t-shirt that says "We love online feedback," a button that says "I smile" for customers that leave feedback, whatever we can do to remind customers over and over and over how important it is to give feedback and to just be genuinely awesome when we do leave feedback is fantastic. Oh, one last thing on this one is occasionally businesses will run competitions to see which waitress, hostess, server, whatever we're calling them these days, is being mentioned in reviews. This is problematic because at some point that particular employee might not be there anymore and they might not want to be associated with that particular location. So if you're doing any sort of internal competitions, get a little bit more creative with it. Whether you're doing something with some physical handout or whatever, or something by the door, a bell, or check a mark next to your waitress when you leave if you had a good experience or whatever. Come up with something that's more in-house and creative than using the person's name online. I can't tell you what a pain it is to try to get a review removed because an employee's name was there. So please stop the hey, can you leave me a review and mention my name in the review? Don't do that. Just trust me, long term, it's gonna come back to us. So anyway, there's my rant for the day. If you're a multi-location brand, please talk to your people on staff. I'm reading these reviews right now and doing a review for one of our restaurant chains that we support. And I'm like, this is like, there's a theme here. This lady who works at this location in Colorado, she's not happy. And she's letting the customers know by her behaviors that she's not happy. And the customers are letting her know and her bosses know that they're unhappy at how they were treated by her being unhappy. And it's making their reviews just tank. And I'm seeing it in click behaviors and all the data. So get something going training-wise and reinforcement training-wise so that every month team members are reminded of just how important phenomenal customer service is and build ways to continue to improve it. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day today, whatever day it happens to be when you're watching this. And thanks for following me if you are. And if you want to see more of this kind of content, I'm going to keep it going as much as I can. Got a lot of stories of cool brands I've worked with that I'll keep bringing up and giving examples where I can. But that's my my tip of the day, I suppose. Thanks for watching.